TAW Operations Briefing, Day 2. Good evening, pilots. Today's briefing covers the second day of Tactical Air War operations on the Eastern Front. Our flight group continued its transport campaign in support of frontline logistics, operating primarily in PS-84s, the Soviet variant of the C-47. The goal was simple. Keep our supply network alive as the German front presses deeper into Moscow's perimeter. We launched with multiple C-47s and escorting fighters, departing from Vnukovo with plans to land at Mozhaisk. Midway through the flight, reconnaissance reported heavy Luftwaffe activity in the Mozhaisk sector.
I don't know if there's
Enemy
an update with this
contact near
map.
airfield Mozhaisk.
Oh no, there was
Okay.
25, yeah.
16, our target is hot.
Copy. Diversion. Everybody left turn. We're gonna go to Inyutino, dude. Let's go like left turn heading 220.
220.
If there's enemy activity at Mozhaisk, let's not feed them with a bunch of transports. So the formation diverted south to Inyutino. The decision was correct. Not a single loss during the divert to Inyutino. And furious fighting was reported over Mozhaisk. Conversation focused on the value of persistence in his campaign. Eclipse, fucking knock it off, bro.
I wasn't even that close.
The team reflected on why we chose the Russian side. Fewer players, more opportunities to see our own contributions, a steeper learning curve, and a chance to actually learn some new planes rather than repeat the easy mode German runs we're used to. Tactical Air War allows for incongruent team allocations during signups, and we're beginning to wonder when those effects are going to be felt. Okay, so look to the left at smoke. All our airfield's obscured by these clouds. We need to be on about a heading of 180. I might have the airfield in sight, but look to the left of that smoke by about 10-20 degrees. We might need to get under these clouds. From the cockpit chatter, you can hear the growing comfort with the Soviet controls and the discipline of formation flying. Oh my god, dude, I just started going through a cloud and the fucking raindrops on the windshield, I thought they were tracers coming at me. Players adjusted manifold pressure, engine mixture, and radiator settings as naturally as breathing, and we were sharing their settings with the fellow pilots, managing overheating, smoke signatures, and fuel consumption to ensure we all stayed together. Manifold pressure up at like 35 and your RPM's at 25. I'm gonna run 40 inches till I catch up. Weather conditions were partly cloudy with occasional ground haze. The team navigated primarily by river landmarks, with smoke columns rising from small towns serving as waypoints. The group demonstrated impressive spatial awareness, calling out landmarks like Kubinka and Mashinko along the way, keeping everyone oriented in case the lead navigator went down suddenly. At one point, the discussion shifted towards real tactics. The I-16's historical role as a high-speed interceptor to support slower I-15 biplanes, and how Soviet doctrine paired specialized aircraft rather than compromised designs trying to balance both speed and agility into a single airframe. Approaching Inyutino, the formation executed a textbook landing pattern. The lead called out power settings and configurations for gear. Everyone flipped over at lights on, lined up astern, and made clean entries into the overhead pattern for left traffic. A few missteps, a rough touchdown here and there, but all pilots and aircraft survived. Supplies were delivered successfully, raising Inyutino's depot level by over 50%. Dude, I'm at 31 out of 50, man. I'm about to get my MiG-3 S-27, but that's fine. All right, are we doing another transport run? Let's look at the website and see. After a brief repositioning of empty 47s, the second mission began from Solodilovo, heading to Borki, a 98-kilometer hop over contested territory. Spirits were high, but fatigue was showing. Discussions became distracted and vigilance was waning. Takeoff discipline improved, coordinated takeoff calls, clean taxis to the runway, and no incidents on the departure. Once airborne, power settings were standardized at 35 manifold, 2500 RPM, and cruising west on a heading of 247. Halfway through, the group experienced its first mechanical casualty. Tobabis' number 1 engine failed without warning, likely a temperature or mixture issue. The call was calm and immediate. Radiators open, power reduced, formation spacing adjusted to allow him to continue on one engine. Dragon and Seraphim provided real-time troubleshooting, guiding Tobabis through feathering procedures and emergency management.
Oh, my engine just stopped.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Check your temps, boys. Check your temps. Open up your radiators, bro.
Ooh.
Toby's
Yeah, our
got
lead
a
ship just
engine
lost number
rundown.
1.
Ease off on your power settings. Make sure you don't lose number 2.
Oh, I'm back a little bit.
Everybody ease off on your power settings a bit. Make sure we don't lose any more engines. Despite losing power, he held altitude and managed to limp within sight of the airfield before ultimately ditching near the tree line. The pilot survived, no casualties reported. The rest of the group landed safely at Borki. Eclipse, Seraphim, and Dragon completed the drop, boosting Borki's struggling supply level, and the squadron now holds over 10 hours of total flight time across 2 days with only 2 pilot losses. It's a remarkable statistic given the realism of TAW and the fragility of the early war Soviet airframes. At the end of the night, Dragon had quipped that we should quit while we were ahead, because tomorrow it all comes crashing down, knowing full well that the formations have been lucky to not be discovered up to this point, and the luck can't last forever. This is the end of briefing. Our operational strength remains intact, morale is steady, and logistics on the front line are heavily bolstered. Our next objectives will be to continue those western supply runs, reinforce Borki, and prepare for combat sorties in the contested airspace near Mozhaisk.